Amahiluk. Good morning. Shkuwait Weslinwet. Shkuwait is my traditional name. Wanda Good. I'm Siwa. Wanda Good is my English name. Lu Amqadi Wanda Akdam Silga Wisam Ilil Amasahton. I'm very happy to have this opportunity to be with you this beautiful day. It Tondim Lisewi. This is what I'll be referring to or teaching today. Huneim Hiluch. Huneim Hiluch is morning food. So the food that we eat to break our fast. Huneim Hiluch. So I'll go through first the glossary and the two main terms that we will be learning about today through our Huneim Hiluch. So the first term is X. X. And X is water. So the action term to pour the water is Gats. Gats. The sound comes from the guttural G, which is the underlined G here. Does anyone else in the class have that Gats in their language? I see Megan's hand up. I can't see everyone. If you could help me, Marion, see who else uses that guttural G sound in their languages. If you could put your hand up virtually. There's
think
Megan.
it might just be Megan.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So,
we don't
okay,
in
so
our language.
Megan, if you could help me and say the word guts. Maybe you're muted. Guts.
Oh, are you talking to Megan or me? Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, say that again.
If you could help me using your guttural G, say the word guts. Guts. Guts.
It almost sounds like the word we have for choking. That's
Guts. Oh yeah. This one is for pouring. Pouring. The action word for pouring the water. Guts. Thank you, Megan. So we have the other terms in our glossary for X. So when we have the T at the end, it turns it into an adjective, which means it is wet, Xed. And then Exa is kind of like a descriptive where something is wet, and then X is also a descriptive word, or it's also a command. If you're telling someone to drink something, your command is X, drink it. And the HL at the end is X, drink it. Okay, our next term. So the first term is X. That's the liquid ingredients in our breakfast. The second main term that we will be learning about for our breakfast terms is guelk. Guelk, that's dry. So the different versions of it is guelkut, that means it is dry, and then guelgua means the guelgua honech, the dry ingredients. It describes the items. And then guelguim is also guelguim honech, which means the dry ingredients. So the action term for the guelk is lek. Lek. So if you were to it's like pouring, but it's spilling. So here we have the dry ingredients, which is guelguahune, which is the cereal, dry food. When you spill it in, lulek, so you're spilling them in versus pouring, which is guts, right? So now that we've got the glossary down pat, and we're all experts on ext and guelk, then we will get into teaching the terms. Kind of cramped quarters, sorry about that. We're in cramped quarters here at the hotel. Dim luqatsti x. I am pouring in the water. Luqatsti x. Idim sagemgil x. I am going to heat up the water. Dim sagemgil x. Dim gibeyim dim jada sagemgil x. We will wait for the water to heat up. Mat saweton. Mat saweson. This is called mat, and that is the English word for it is berries. Iguelkul hunechton. These are dry ingredients. Mat. Axamat suason. Axamat suatum son. This is the wet berries, or the wet version of berries. So it's called, it's juice, but it's called axamat. So the dry version is mat, and the wet version is axamat. Idim luqat stim axamat in cup. We will pour the axamat into the cup. Dimlu qatstim axamat in cup. Dimlu qatstim axamat in cup. Miyos. Smells good. Ga'ana hatlotach x. The water is boiling. Ga'ana, do you see? Hatlotach x. The water is boiling. Gem x. Hot or warm water. Gem x. Dim jebim tea. We are going to make tea. Idim jebim coffee. And we will also make coffee. Dim jebim tea. We will make tea. Idim jebim coffee. We will also make coffee. Nedin hach. Weim amsiwa or nedin skish. Weim Gitxsan tea bag. There's no Gitxsan word for tea bag, so we just use tea bag. So dim lumak dim tea bag tim gem x. Dim lumak dim tea bag tim gem x. Dim lumak dim tea bag tim gem x. Idim toskim deep. Idim toskim deeped. It will steep for a little while. Coffee. Nediskish Gitxsan word is coffee. There's no Gitxsan word for coffee. go pee has the. Some of our elders will say go pee for coffee. Now remember the action word for the dry ingredient of punech, the gwelgwum gopi ton. This is dry coffee. The action word is lek for dry, gwelk. Dim lu lek dim gwelgum gopi dim gemgem x. Dim lu lek dim gwelgum gopi dim gemgem x. We will spill the dry coffee grains into the hot water. Idem amashwa iltim. Idem amashwa iltim. We will stir it well. Idnedin lacht from Gitxsan. No, I hadn't properly opened this one yet. I had everything else ready. Help! I hope I don't make a mess. Pardon-moi. Cooks itni. I apologize. Dim lulek dim gwelgwa milk. Dim habich ton. It's dry, so we're gonna lek. Dim lulek dim gwelgwa milk. Dim habich. We will spill the dry milk into the spoon. Dim lulek dim gwelgwa milk. Dim habich. Dim lulek dim gwelgwa milk. Dim coffee. Dim lulek dim gwelgwa milk. Dim coffee. Idem amashwa iltim. Idem amashwa iltim. We will stir it well. Dim amashwa iltim. We will stir it well. Mi yos. It smells very good. When French vanilla high, because I'd used French vanilla dry milk. Tea bag. So I think the tea bag has been steeping for a good amount of time. Tea bag. Tea bag. The tea bag has been steeping for a good amount or an adequate amount of time. Tea bag. Idem amashwa iltim. And we will also stir this very well. Dim amashwa iltim. Idem sagotim. Tea bag. We will take out the tea bag. Idnadiskish. Gitxsan word is sugar. There is no Gitxsan word for sugar. Sugwa has taqa'adidim. Our elders say sugwa because there's no R in the Gitxsan word, so they tried to pronounce it and they call it sugwa. So also this one I didn't open. I don't have a cute little container for this. Dim lulek dim sugwa is tea. Dim lulek dim sugwa is tea. So sugar is a dry ingredient. So we lick the sugar. We don't cut the sugar. So lulek dim sugwa dim tea. We will spill the sugar into the tea. Idem ama schwaeltem. Idem ama schwaeltem. Dim ama schwaeltem. We will stir it well. Shak'ish. Gwalgwahunesh. Another dry ingredient. Gwalgwahuneim hishuch. Gwalgwahuneim hishuch. Huneim hishuch is breakfast food, and this is a dry ingredient. Gwalgwahuneim hishuch. So, nimdin katzit, dim lulektim. We're not pouring it, we're spilling it into. Dim lulektim. Huneim hishuch. Tekton. So we will pour the huneim hishuch, the breakfast food, into this bowl. Dim lulektim huneim hishuch. Tekton. Dim lulektim huneim hishuch. Tekton. Dim lulektim huneim hishuch. Tekton. Idem lulektim ma. Dim lulektim ma. Exton. This is a wet ingredient. Dim lukatstim milk. Tim huneim hishuch. Tim tek. Dim lukatstim milk. Gitxsan word for milk. You can also use ximatics, which is the fluid that comes from the breast. Ximatics. Dim lukatstim milk. Tim tek. Dim lukatstim milk. Tim tek. Dim lukatstim milk. Tim tek. Gärna. Dim ama schwaeltem. We will stir it up very well. Dim ama schwaeltem. Exte. Eat them axamat, and I will drink the juice. Dim axamat. Dim axamat. Extetost. Dim gopi. Dim gopi. Dim gopi. Extet French vanilla. The French vanilla tastes very good. Dim ni. Dim ni. Dim ni. I'm going to have some tea. Tea is if you're going to be having tea with somebody or you're going to be having tea. Tea. Dim ni. Oh. Extesh. So it kamsiwa a little English breakfast. The kamsiwa make very good English breakfast tea. I think that might be all. So we will do a quick review. Quelco. That's all of the dry ingredients that of the meal or any kind of item. Guelg. And then when you're pouring the guelgum or you're spilling the guelgum ingredients, you're lek them lu lek them. We are spilling it in. Bread is the Gitxsan word for bread is anach, and then the Gitxsan word for flour then is legim anach, which means the pieces of the flour that the bread that falls apart and spills. So legim anach is flour. Point of interest. And then X is your wet ingredients. And then the action term for X, to pour it, is to qats. To qats. Dimlu qats diml X. Dimlu qats diml X tea. We will pour in water into the tea. Dim chti, no, we are going to have tea. Exte huneim hiluch. The huneim hiluch, the morning food, is very tasty. It tastes very good. Exte huneim hiluch. I think that comes to the end of my presentation on my domain of breakfast with the two main areas of, I guess, categories of a meal, the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients.